and it contains all the possible popular genres of music. Each of us might have preference towards one style of music, which is the Carnatic music. You have bhajans that are based on, composed in the Carnatic style, in the Hindustani style, in folk music style. We have chord-based Western, bhajans which reflect Western music, ghazal kind of bhajans. So for all the types of music, also Sai bhajans is a habit.
In fact, if we ask you all, I think you can all give examples of each kind of preferred kind of music that you have. Right? In Carnatic, if you ask me for examples, you'll be able to dish out, right? So we'll move on to some more unique features of these bhajans.
Also that it encompasses all religious faiths. Yes, Sarvadharma bhajans always emphasize that, and we insist, and Swami also used to insist that within the first 5-6 bhajans of a session, there should be at least one Sarvadharma bhajan. And all deities, of course, are covered. And very interestingly, unlike other forms of individual sadhana, that may be like japa or dhyana or yoga, they are also individual sadhana. When we do this individual sadhana together, we have the ability to benefit the larger congregation. Everybody assembled benefits when we all wholeheartedly participate in Sai bhajans.
So these are all special and unique features of Sai bhajans. We just listed them out very quickly. But is that all? Just because a bhajan sounds like a ghazal or sounds like a Carnatic kriti, just because it's got some chords, just because it is X, Y, Z, so many reasons, is that why it is so special? There must be so many other things that make Sai bhajans very special for us, right? Let us do one module by one module. And as we were mentioning earlier, you try and see where that can fit into your other modules in your Balvikas classes. But we will tell you about some unique things, one module by another. First module we can talk about is, we are all seated here in Prashanti Nilayam, can we have a yatra throughout the country using Sai bhajans? For a lot of us, physically doing a yatra around the country is going to take, you need leave if you're studying or if you're working. Nobody is going to give you that much leave. So while sitting in one place, using beautiful Sai bhajans, we go around the country to all the Tirth Sthanas, all the holy places. Let us go quickly and do one yatra.
So we'll start from, we are in God's own land, but we'll go to God's own country. We'll start from Kerala. Let's start this yatra from Kerala. I request all of you to close your eyes and visualize this journey, this Manas Yatra that you're going to take through Sai bhajans. So we're starting from Kerala. Padmanabha Narayana Padmanabha Narayana.
After having the darshan of Lord Padmanabha in Kerala, we will move slightly northward. Let us enter the state of Maharashtra. We know who is the most beloved Lord in Maharashtra. Let us try and remember him in our hearts. Jaya Pandharinath Panduranga Pundalika Varna Jayapati Purisha Pavana Prashanti Saisha Jaya Vithala Vithala Pai Jaya Vitho Balakuman.
And from there, we travel further upward and we reach Gujarat. Dwarka Vihari Shri Krishna 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 Dwarka Vihari Shri Krishna Krishna Krishna
We travel northwards from Gujarat and we are in the holy precincts of a temple which has got golden carvings. It's got a lovely pond around it. In this peaceful surroundings, you hear Guru Varana Pavanana Satguruna Guruna. From there, we go even more northwards. Let us travel to Jammu. Then where? Whose darshan do we have? Jai Jai Vaishnavi Devi Ma, Jai Jai Vaishnavi Devi Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma Sai Ma, Shira Wali Ma, Jota Wali Ma, Pahada Wali Ma, Jai Jag Janani Sai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. From the holy land of Rishikesh, from Uttarakhand, let us move to Uttar Pradesh. And our beloved Lord, Ayodhyavasi Ram 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 Dasharath Nandan Ram Patit Pavan Janaki Jeevan Sita Mohan Ram Ayodhyavasi Ram 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 Dasharath Nandan Ram.
From Uttar Pradesh, we move to Central India. Omkareshwara Namah Shivaya, Mahakaleshwara Namah Shivaya, Mahakaleshwara Namah Shivaya.
After having the divine darshan of Omkareshwar and Mahakaleshwar, we move eastwards where the mother in multiple forms of her is revered. Kali Kali Mahakali Kapali Durga Durga Devi Durga Bhavani Kali Kali Mahakali Kapali.
We cross borders and we have this grand darshan of the Rath Yatra. Nartan Sutradhari Jagannath Sai Sai Mahadeva Sai Mahadeva.
From there, we must move southwards and we enter Andhra Pradesh. Tirumalagiri Vasa Govinda Garuda Vahana Govinda Govinda Srinivasa Venkatesha.
And even as we travel down south, we go to the neighboring state of Tamil Nadu. Saishwari Amba Jagadishwari Kalyani Kachipuri Kamashi Saishwari अम्बा जगदीश्वरी मातंगी मधुरापुरी मीनाक्षी.
Having gone all around the country, starting from Kerala, going around and coming back to Tamil Nadu, neighboring state of Kerala, whichever Tirtha Yatra we undertake, whichever holy place we go to, eventually the center of our lives is Paradishwar Shri Sai Prabhu Ishwarabanandana Sai Prabhu Paradishwar Shri Sai Prabhu. We have come to the lotus feet of our most beloved Pratishwara, Saishwara, and we have finished our Tirtha Yatra. Manasa Tirtha Yatra.
In fact, I remember when on a few occasions that I was singing with Sir in Swami's presence, he was singing this bhajan. अयोध्यावासी राम है द्वारक में आए, द्वारकवासी श्याम है श्री में आए. And for every line, Swami was looking at us. Swami was indicating to the bhajan group, yes, from Ayodhya and Kingdom. Come here and Kingdom. And then Swami finally for the next line he said, Prashanti. He said, Patti Satya Sai. Swami said this. So wherever you may go, eventually we reach back to this lotus feet.
Talking about the second unique feature, okay, now we have done a Manasa Yatra around the country. Another very interesting facet, which if you delve deep into Sai Bhajans, you will find is, you can have the entire Bhagavatam through Sai Bhajans. Have you ever thought about that? The beautiful stories of Lord Krishna, from the little mischievous Lord onwards, everything we can cover through Sai Bhajans. Let us have a journey through Lord Krishna's life.
Bala Gopala, Sai Bala Gopala, Devaki Nandana Gopala, Vasudeva Nandana Gopala, Yashoda Nandana Gopala, Nanda Gopala, Ananda Gopala. So Krishna's entire birth, the origin of his birth and how he moved from is encapsulated very beautifully through mentioning Nanda, Yashoda, Devaki. All of them feature in this bhajan.
So this little Lord Krishna goes out, then it is time for him to start vanquishing the evil that is there in the world. So one of those is Kalyana Krishna, Kamaliya Krishna, Kaliya Mardana Shri Krishna. And this beautiful little Lord Krishna dancing on the head of Kaliya. And what does he kill? He kills the ego that is there in this serpent. And that is the Lord that we pray to. Then what does this little mischievous Lord do, for which he has become very, dear to all the Gopikas, very dear, but they also complain to Mother Yashoda. What is this? He Nandalala, he Brajabala. What did he do? Makhan chora, Yashoda ke bala. You can just imagine all the Gopikas coming and telling Mother Yashoda, Makhan chora hai ye. This is your Lord, he is stealing all the butter from us. So a very interesting facet is actually in our, when I was in my 11th standard, Swami had directed a play in which we were all a part. So if we were as Gopikas going to Mother Yashoda and complaining to her saying, no, Lavanita chorudo yamma, ni chinni Krishnudu, ma inta duri nadamma, ma inta duri nadamma. They go and complain, Mother, your little Krishna, he's coming into our house and stealing butter. So this is a dance drama that Swami had directed. During those times, Swami would also say another very beautiful thing. He says that you call somebody a thief, you think he's going to take it lightly, he or she? No, we are going to get very upset. Somebody calls us a thief, right? But he says, Swami says, you call God a thief. But then, the beautiful thing is, you call it very melodiously through a bhajan. Swami says, through a bhajan you say, Makhana Chora. Then Yashoda ki baat. Then Lord Krishna won't mind that you calling him a thief. Swami also goes on to say, what is a makhana that he's stealing? You should make your heart as soft as butter. And that is what Lord Krishna is going to speak.
Going on with other leelas of Krishna, even as he's a young lad. Gopal, 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 Govardhan Dhara Gopal. The beautiful leela of how the Lord protected all the villagers who trusted him that he would be able to hold the hill Govardhana in just his little finger.
Giridhar Govinda Gopal Ghanshyam Damodara Janardana Muralidhara Manamohana. Which incident is this? Damodara? What is Damodara? Tying, yes. The episode where mother ties Lord Krishna. Yes, that is it.
Nandalala, Nandalala, Nacho, 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 Nandalala. Which one? Last Leela. The beautiful moment where each of the Gopikas and the Gopalas had their own Krishna with them. Right? Reminding us that God has come for each and every one of us.
Govinda Murari Madhava, Govinda Murari Madhava, Govinda Gopal Keshava, Govinda Murari Madhava. Mura, yes, killing of the demon Mura. Yeah, this is the incident through this bhajan.
So all these stories, we find all these stories in Sai Bhajans. How do we find them? How do we find them? By singing? Is that enough? Yes, singing definitely. Imagination? Bhava, okay. But very important is to know the meaning of what we are saying. When we know the meaning, then the bhava comes, then the imagination can come in. But it is most important to know the meaning of what we are singing. That helps us in understanding all these stories that are embedded in Sai Bhajans. But what happens if you don't know the meaning?
I'll tell you. भक्तों ने आज पुकारा, हमने पुकारा बाबा, सबने पुकारा, दीजो हमको सहारा, आना ही पड़ेगा बाबा, आना ही पड़ेगा. Then you know. Okay, there was this brother who was not very familiar with Hindi, but he knew few words, so he said, खिड़की से आओ या एक्चुअली शिरडी से आओ या शिरडी से आओ या परती से आओ ये like खिड़की से आओ है because oh my god while it is a nice thing to think that you come through the window or through the door somehow you come Swami it's a nice thought to have but this is what happens to the rest of us it is a खिड़की से आओ.
There was another brother who was asked to, that day the bhajan allotted to him, the deity allotted to him was Hanuman. So today you sing a Hanuman bhajan. And the bhajan he fixed, he didn't sing it, but the bhajan he fixed was Koti Pranam, Shatakoti Pranam. Koti means monkey in Telugu.
And the king of all monkeys, I think, over the biggest devotee is Lord Hanuman.
So we thought this was a Hanuman bhajan.
And then another brother.
कोटी
Now bless all of them because of these brothers that we've had in the hostel.
रील्स होता है मंकी तो वो हनुमान भजन हो गया.
He sang the hostel. He was singing. तेरे सिवा प्रभु कोई नहीं है, तुझको मेरा प्रणाम. So if you're a Tamilian who does not understand Hindi, we would strongly advocate that you avoid this bhajan because he sang Murali Manohar. Anyone knows this bhajan? That's very complicated for me because I'm a Tamilian, I don't know Hindi. He said Murali Manohar Shashtanga Podo. See, the idea in his head is very nice that he wants to go Shashtanga Pranam to Swami. So Murali Manohar, I'm doing a Shashtanga Podo. So this
is what happens if we don't know the meaning. Right? But knowing the meaning is able to allow us go on a yatra, is able to relive Krishna's life. Right? That's the advantage of knowing the meaning of what we are singing, teaching the meaning of what we are singing. Now moving on to the next unique aspect is the fact that so many stellar, great devotees of the Lord are embedded in our side visits. Now let's see what are some of them that you can think of. Who are some of the devotees that you can think of? Meera, yes, straight away. But you have to give me a bhajan as well. Meera ke Prabhu? Girindranath, okay. Tyagaraja, there sir in any bhajan? Surdas, yes.
the name
Radha,
the name should be there in the bhajan. Okay.
we're not looking for devotees of the Lord, we're looking for devotees of the Lord who feature in side bhajans. Purandara, Ranga, Purandara, Surdas, yes, Meera, Radha, I heard Radha. Veera Dheera Shura Hanuman ki jai.
Yes, Swami put him on top of the hill for a reason here in Prashantalya, right? To show that he is the foremost among the devotees, right?
There is another singer devotee whom Hanuman was one. There is another that we have not yet identified. Namdev, yes.
Namdev, yes. Can you tell us which bhajan?
Tukaram.
Tukaram, Tukaram, Namdev, Mukta Sataram. Yes, that is the bhajan, right?
Nandana Govinda, Navanta Chura Govinda, Narada Priya Govinda, right?
Aruna, Ramana.
How about this one?
तुम बिन प्राण नहीं ओ साई मेरे. Who features in this? नानक येशु महावीर श्री शंकर. It is not Shiva Shankara, this bhajan is Sri Shankara for Adi Shankaracharya. And that is the composition. So Adi Shankara also features in our bhajans.
Moving on to the next unique feature of Sai Bhajan. Again, why we are telling you this is, we happened to run through the syllabus for Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. We saw that pilgrimage spots are being mentioned to the children. They're being taught about devotees, right? All of this feature in the existing Balika syllabus. How about mentioning these bhajans to them so that they realize that all of this is there inside bhajans? Moving on, they also learn the Ashtotram at some point of time. The Ashtotram is there entirely inside bhajans. The entire Ashtotram is there inside bhajans.
Sarvatnyaya Namaha.
Shri Sai,
Sarvatnyaya Namaha. So we don't want the next one. We want a bhajan for Om Shri Sai Sarvatnyaya Namaha.
Om Shri Sai Sarvajnaya Namaha. Anybody?
जग जननी साई माता ज्ञान प्रदायिनी ज्ञानेश्वरी ज्ञान प्रदायिनी ज्ञानेश्वरी.
How about Om Shri Sai Bharatvaja Rishi Gotraya Namaha?
बोला जय, बोला जय,
ईश्वरांबर right.
बोला जय, बोलो जय, बोलो जय,
भारद्वाज
सत्य साई की जय.
भारद्वाज सगोत्र
बोलो जय नहीं बोला जय.
ईश्वरांबा प्रियनंदना.
Om Shri Sai Kama Krodha Dhvamsini Namaha.
You have to think a little out of the box for this. Don't look for the exact word. Kama Krodha Dhvamsini Namaha. If you don't want anger, what should you have? Sai Prem De, Shanti De, Ananda De, Baba Prem De.
Om Shri Sai Sujnana Marga Darshakaya Namaha.
Show me the path. Satguru De, Raah dikhao Prabhu.
We could go on, but I think we will just indicate it. We will leave you with the rest. We've done probably 5 or 6. You have another 102 that we can run for.
So what is very important is these are just like, in fact, when we sat down, these sessions in fact help us to go deeper into bhajans and think of all this. So while we are telling these things to you, it is just that when you all sit with Sai bhajans, think which Ashtotra it could be to, or which great devotee of the Lord. Why do we need to sing or talk about great devotees of the Lord? It is because Swami wants us to be like them. So when Swami would talk about a Meera or Swami would talk about a Radha, right? Swami would want us to be like them, like a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He would say, I want you to be like that. That is why you act in a drown. So that is the reason. So that is why we are here and we are speaking to you. But it is why we are on the same path, basically. Only we thought few hours ahead of you.
So talking about unique aspects, of course, Sai bhajans, the prefix is Sai. The number of bhajans which describe the umpteen gunas of Swami, right? Again, the list is exhaustive. But just to give you an idea of how many different gunas of Swami we ought to be thinking about when we are singing. For example, Parama Dayalu Sai Ram, right? Or
Jai Sai Rama, Jai Raghurama, Dukhiyon ke daata Sai Rama, Prema Avatara Sai Rama, Shanta Swarupa Sai Rama. So many wonderful Gunas, no? You just imagine Shanta Swarupa, Prema Avatara, Dukhiyon ki data. All of us come to him with worries. He shields us from those.
सर्वनाम स्वरूपम साई बाबा. Sarvanama Swarup. Call out to him in any name that you take is him. Or Sai Sundara Sundara Vyagrambara Dhara Hare Hare अनंत गुण मंदिरा सुंदरा नटन सुंदरा भुवन सुंदरा. A beautiful Lord, no? Our size, right? हे अनाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी. अनाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी. We'll do a few more. You have something? करुणा सागर करुणांतरंगा हाँ कमलेश श्री साई रामा. You would put it under Rama now. Just that they're looking at Sai bhajan specifically.
प्रेममयी साई.
Sai Baba सकल भुवन की दाता. Wonderful. आनंदमय भगवान.
प्रेममयी साई माँ.
भक्त वत्सल देवता. ओंकार प्रिय साई राम. Wonderful. In fact, Omkar Priya Sai Rama, every line tells us what Swami likes. Kalatitaya, right? So yes, I think you've got the message that you start thinking about the gunas of Swami, endless. It's an ocean that we can keep taking from, we can keep drawing from, and it won't have made any difference to the quantity that is still left. Right. So when we were sitting down to discuss about what other different things we can talk about, we realized that firstly when we are doing bhajans in the Navavida Bhakti, right? Already the first two are happening when you are doing bhajans. Which are those? Shravana, Kirtan, right? Sai Naam Kirtana Kaliyuga Sadhana. Right? It is the sadhana for Kaliyuga. And when we are doing Kirtana, we are already doing the first step of Shravana. Shravana and Kirtana. How does Shravana happen? We think no, it's because Swami has started the whole bhajan movement. There is somebody leading the bhajan and then we are following, right? So when somebody is leading, you are doing Shravana. You are listening. And then you have a chance to sing Kirtanam. So that is the beauty of Sai Bhajan because all of us are participating. It's not just that at front row, those 10 people will be sitting, right? If bhajans are only for them, then the whole path, the sadhana path for them for salvation, only for 10 people. But Swami says this is for 100% of the population. So Shravanam, we listen, Kirtanam, we do say. Then Vishnu Smaran. Prathasmaranam Shri Guru Charanam Sai Charanam Shri Guru Charanam Prathasmaranam Shri Guru Charanam Smaranam. Pada Seva. रक्ष रक्ष जगदीश्वरा पतिपुरी परमेश्वरा पाहि पाहि परमेश्वरा देहि देहि तव पद सेवा. And what does Swami says Pada Seva? What is the actual inner meaning of Pada Seva? What means walking on our Guru's footsteps is an actual Pada Seva. The next would be Archanam. Jai Narayana
Sai Narayana Jaya Hari Om, Jaya Narayana Jaya Hari Om, Brahma Shivarchita Jaya Hari Om. Vandanam. Krishnam Vande Nandakumaram. Dasyam. He Ram Dura, He Ram Bharata, He Ram Dasa, Namo Namo. Sneham. Sakhyam. तुम हो नाथ नाथ भगवान, ओ साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान. And then finally, जय जय रघुनंदना, जय जानकी जीवना, शरणागत पालना, जय जगदोद्धारणा. Udharana he does. Sharanagata. That is when we surrender totally at his feet. That is Atmanivedana. When we are totally surrendered.
Gopi sir has told us that we can go on till 9:10. Therefore, we will not be able to do Ramayana. Like Bhagavatam, we can do Ramayana through Sai Bhajans. We can talk about the gunas of Devi through Sai Bhajans. It is endless. Right? So, what we wanted to do was to tell you that there are such hidden gems and hidden messages that we can communicate through Sai Bhajans to all of our children, especially when we put them on the path of understanding Antarartha, knowing the inner meaning, the inner significance, the meaning of what we are singing. All of this comes out the moment we know what it is that we are singing, more than just the lyric and the music value.
And how important is a bhajan session for all of us? Because irrespective of, like we talked about the auto rickshaw, right? A front wheel, whether you're karma or jnana or bhakti, whichever is the front wheel of your auto rickshaw, the other two wheels are also there. It's a given in the Satyasai organization, which is a wonderful instrument for self-transformation. Right. So this sadhana of bhajan singing is for each one of us, irrespective of what else we are doing. So while we are teaching the children how they must sing bhajans, and while we are taking bhajans as examples for our lesson plans and all the other modules, bhajans must become a way to reach Swami, because a bhajan session is a prayer session. So when we talk to Swami, we can talk to Swami through bhajans. Right? So that is a prayer session. So that is why it is very important as a method of sadhana for each of us individually to reach Swami.
So when we are looking at the participation in a bhajan session, now we move from bhajan itself to the actual session. So when we are using the bhajan session as our sadhana, when it is our sadhana, what should we keep in mind? And we will just tell a few things that you could probably keep in mind. And the first thing I will narrate through a story. So there was this brother who used to serve Bhagwan in his residence. And very often he would have to take to Bhagwan the various items that devotees have offered to Bhagwan, including letters and even sometimes some offerings would be made which he would have to go take it to Swami. So on one such day he was carrying a tray full of things and Swami was inspecting those items. And one of the things he pulled out was a camera. And Swami asked him, "Oh, it's a camera. So do you know how to use a camera?" And this brother says, "Yes, Swami, I know how to use." And he explains to Swami that, "Swami, this is the lens. You hold it with this hand. You hold the body of the camera with this hand. You press this button, and then Swami, the picture will get taken. You have to use this to focus."
Yeah, the all-knowing Swami is not knowing.
Not knowing. And then this brother says, from the other side, Swami was there. Swami is looking at the camera and examining it from his end. "Oh, so you have to twist this. Okay, then which button? Oh, this button." And then Swami pressed the button. And the flash came out, the picture was clicked, and Swami was surprised that the camera was ready, loaded with a film to take a picture. And then Swami says, okay, you keep this camera, go and take good pictures. So this brother is all excited because Swami and he was an aspiring photographer. So he takes the